Uh, we good? We good? Yeah, it looked like we good. Uh, we good, Mega. Uh, yeah, we good. All right. Uh, what's hmm, okay. Make sure I got my pad. All right. Let me fix that. Okay. Let me fix that camera. Let's see. Make sure we fix that camera. Uh, mm, mm, mm. uh, let me fix your camera real quick. Ha. Hey, there we go. Much better. Let's get that a little bit to the left. I will move over to the left a little bit. Okay. What is good, guys? Marvin and Kid here. Hi. How's everybody? Well, guys, I have some good news. Well, I really don't have that much good news. I got a lot of bad news. Um, so we better just get on with it, right? Okay. Um, YouTube is deleting my channel. I got word today that they are deleting my channel. And that really sucks that my channel is getting deleted. And this will be the last time I will be on this channel. Over 10 years of work put into this channel, and it's being ransacked. What a piece of I whatever. Uh whatever. So this will be the last time you guys will see me. Yeah. This will be the last time I'll be on my channel because I have to close it down. Anyway, guys, we some more bad news to talk about. Uh the the other bad news is the fact that we have lost. There was another death today, and it was really sad to hear because once again I woke up to this news, uh, and it just bugged me out. Again, I woke up again to some bad news. So, for us children of the '80s and those who grew up in the '90s will probably know this actor. Um, Clarence Gilliard died today at age 66. Now, if you recognize that name, you probably recognize the name, but he has had over 30 years. He worked 30 years in the industry of Hollywood, and his career spanned 30 years. He was born in 1955, and of course, he passed away today. Um, for all those who know, children of the 80s, speaking to you guys, fellow, he was Theo, the computer hacker in Die Hard. He also was Sundown in Top Gun. He also, and on TV, he was Conrad McMasters in the hit show Matlock. But children of the 90s, you will probably know him for being alongside the great Chuck Norris as Jimmy Trevette in Walker, Texas Ranger. He passed away today. That was just, I couldn't believe that. I was just shocked at that news. Honestly shocked. And shocked so much that it was just I couldn't believe that. I just could not believe what what was happening. It was really shocking. And hold on, why am I not seeing messages? Hold on, this is bugging me out. Uh, why am I not seeing messages? Oh, control. Hold on. Yeah, why am I not seeing messages? This is bugging me. That's bugging me real quick. Um, this is bugging me. What the hell is going on? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. One moment, guys. Okay, hold on. There we go. Bingo. Huh. There we go. There's the chats. I don't know what the heck was going on right there. That was crazy. Um, so yes, we lost we lost actress Clarence Gilliard today. Like I said, he was 30 years in the industry. He has done it all: movies, TV, you name it. He was a really talented actor. And he, like I said, for us children of the 80s, he was Theo in Die Hard. He was the computer hacker that was helping Hans Gruber. That's him. He also played Conrad McMasters in Matlock, and he did that from 1989 to 1993, I believe. He also was Sundown in the original Top Gun, but most people will recognize him for being James Trevette or Jimmy Trevette. They called him Jimmy on Walker, Texas Ranger. I saw a great post from Chuck Norris himself, and he said his heart was broken to hear that news. Him and his wife, they were really good friends, of course, so it was really hard for him to uh, for that to happen. You know, the one thing I remember about Clarence, I really liked his work and everything he's been in. I've watched even some of the cameos that I've seen him in. You know, I remember him in Karate Kid 2. He was in an episode. It was a scene where Daniel he was in Okinawa, and him and they were watching guys break solid ice with their hands, and Daniel was talking up. It's all about strength and things like that, and then the guy that said, "You think you could do better, Big Mouth?" and that was him. Um, like I said, he was born in 1955, and he died today, so making him 66. He's 6 years, no, 3 years older than my, no, 4 years older than my father, and uh, yeah, no, yeah, 4 years older than my father, and 3 years older than my mother. So, because my mother was 58, my dad is 59. So, yeah, um, he grew up in Washington. So, yeah, it was really hard to hear that death. It was really hard, and it's really hard to find out that I'm no, I'm just messing with you guys. Nothing's going on. I'm joking about the whole channel getting deleted and everything. I was joking. I was just playing along. I was trying to do something funny. No, guys, everything is fine about the channel, but the Mr. Gilliard's death is definitely true. He went under the name Clarence Gilliard, but he's actually Clarence Gilliard Jr. Um, so that was just really had sad to hear. But after, he took a after Walker, he had took a hiatus off of from acting, and then he became a professor at the University of Las Vegas in fine arts, and that's what he was doing ever since then. But everybody who knew him said the same thing. He was a kind-hearted man. He was great. He was very religious, but so loving and caring, and that's the kind of stuff he just looked like he was just a really decent man. And it's sad. I was watching Walker all day today. I was watching Walker, Texas Ranger, and every time I saw him, I'm just like, I can't believe he's gone. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like, man, another one. It was just there's no news on how he died, but like I said, he was 66. That's still young to me. That's still young. But yeah, that really hurt. As well as today would have been the 46th birthday for the King, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther himself. He would have been 46 today. Not too long ago, we celebrated Bruce Lee's birthday. I gave respect to the master himself. So yeah, it was a lot of birthdays going on as well. But this is the open mic night, the final open mic for the month of November. Hope you guys had a really swell Thanksgiving. Spent time with your family, gave thanks to what you have and not what you have, things like that. I really hope you did. I had a good time. For me, I had to cook. I cooked lasagna for the family. Yeah, I threw down. Your boy know how to throw down in the kitchen. All right, yeah. So yes, indeed. I see the comments coming in. I will be answering your comments. Indeed. But yeah, man. Like I said, guys, it's really sad to get the news for Clarence, Mr. Gilliard. Mega Man is in the back of me. He's chilling, right, Mega? That's right. Mega's back there chilling. You see him. He's back there. Y'all could see him. The homie Mega right there chilling. Uh so yeah, man. I'm ready to answer your questions and have some fun as well. So yeah, let's get to it like Brutus. And I apologize for the try to the I, the whole fake out. I apologize for that. Yeah, see, people are saying, sorry to hear you. Yeah, well, Hark, I was joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. Really? I can't believe that. Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. No. Uh, uh, I think it's strange, World Bomb, because there's no advertisement for it. True. Yeah. Sometimes it'll probably take some time. Sometimes when actors do die, or some of them they don't want it publicized, and maybe his publicist was like, they don't want him published. But the thing is, like, he kind of left acting and he became a professor. So, but most likely it'll happen. It'll get talked about. But yeah, man, I'm here to just chill and relax and things like that. Uh, that's about it. I want to make sure I get so yeah, just wanted to get some. Hey, my dude. Hey, Blue Guardian, what is good, man? Hey, I hope you enjoyed my little random answer. I did yours, and I like that. I've been liking that. I started the random question and answer shorts a while ago. I put those up, and those are fun to do with it because it's just one question. You send it to my email, and I'll read it out and I'll answer it real quick. So it's really fun. I've seen people do it, and I'll get to those in a minute. So yeah, that was really fun. Um, don't joke like that, dude. You almost gave me a heart attack. I'm sorry. Like, yo, y'all. Okay, let me throw that out there. Okay, let me throw that out there real quick. I mean, would you guys really flip out if I said, I'm done with YouTube? Just gonna stay. I mean, that's kind of interesting because to hear stuff like that, it's like, okay, you guys appreciate what I do. You know, I I'm not big like any of those big YouTubers. I've never claimed to be. I appreciate what I have, and I appreciate gaining more, but I'm real. I always try to be real with you guys. I always try to stay real with you guys. I never try to be something I'm not. Even in my reactions, my reactions are genuine. I started going back into reaction. I put up 2 reaction videos today. Get back into the steam of React Tuesday, so it was really fun. Um, but yeah, man, like, if that's how you feel, I appreciate that. But eventually, maybe someday I will. But right now, I like doing YouTube, even, despite you know despite it. I'm a smaller YouTuber, but I enjoy doing it. So yeah, it's fun. It's cool. So yeah, uh indeed. Let me see something real quick. All right, let me see. So I'm gonna be looking. If you see me looking down, guys, I got my pad here because I'm gonna read it from here. So just to let you guys know. Let's see. Okay, take it from Cyborg to come with the mix up questions again, the crossovers and stuff. Um, uh, okay. So, do you think Darkseid would be part of the Guardians of the Galaxy rogues? If No, he wouldn't. Darkseid would be a Marvel villain, just period. He wouldn't be specific with the Guardians. That No, he is a world he is a world threatening villain. He's not a sorry. He's not a just one hero villain. He's not. When Darkseid is in the DC universe, it's the entire DC universe going after him. Yeah, they make it look like it's just Superman, but it's not. So no. Right, Mega? There you go. That's right. Uh, what's up, brother? I hope all is well. Agent M, everything is pretty well. I hope you had a healthy and promising and great Thanksgiving. I know I did. I This week I just slammed through some leftovers. That stuff was good. I had me some banana pudding that my aunt made. was just great. But yeah, she had made the turkey, she had made the mac and cheese and the candy yams, and when that candy yam and the mac and cheese get together, yeah, I don't mind my food touching. I know there's people out there that don't like that, but I do. When candy yams and mac and cheese are together, that shit is good. Had me some potato salad. People liked my lasagna that I made for the fam. It was great. It was all good. Uh, Pretty good, very good. The family dogs. Well, one of the family dogs, Papa, he peed all over the house. He's getting old, and he's just now peeing everywhere, and it's just like, oh. And people had to we had to scold him like because he's getting old. He's an old man now. Compared to the other dogs like Bishop and Luna. If you guys want to know what they look like, if you follow me on Facebook, you could see them. They show them. But yeah, man. The I'm definitely, but I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Travis Star paying Lost Judgment. Okay. When are you gonna start back up non-comic book lineup? Actually, I am gonna start that up back up soon. I've been putting together the next lineups for the next seasons. Actually, that's what I've been doing. That's why you haven't seen them up. I think I've finished about about 9 seasons already lined up. What I plan. See, I plan out what the videos. I try to plan out my content so I know what's gonna go up. Things like that. So yeah, it's about to come back. Anyways, here's a question: who's your favorite female Native American character in comics, video games, or cartoons? Ooh, well, Native Americans have a special place with me because it's part of my family. So, um, if I was going to say anybody, definitely got to throw Echo in there. Maya Lopez. Echo is Native American. She's from comics. She's deaf. Uh, and what we saw her in the MCU is cool. I like what they did with her in there, but they gave her two disabilities. They gave her she can't hear, and she's also has a prosthetic leg. I was like, whoa, okay, that's different, but it was cool. But I love her in the comics now. She's the one that Echo has the Phoenix, and she's a part of the Avengers now, so it's cool. Danny Moonstar, love Danny. Danny Moonstar from X Men, or her code name used to be Mirage, but she doesn't have her powers anymore. Or does she? I think she's got them back, but uh, she's from New Mutants. Don't ask me. Don't give me anything about that movie because I care less. Um, I also love um Rainmaker. She's from Gen 13. Um, there yeah, there's a bunch of characters, but those are a few. Those are a few right there. Those are three. Hey, Quentin Blake, what's good, Quentin? We do appreciate your work. I'm not always in here, but I do check out your. I appreciate that too. I do. I appreciate that too. I got a free laptop from somebody in my neighborhood. They gave it to me because they got two from the office. That's crazy. Cool. Congrats, Warhawk. Sorry, Warbird. Um, Blue Guardian. Have you seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever yet? No, I haven't. I've just been way too busy to go see it. I am gonna see it sometime either this week or next week. So please no spoilers. The one thing I do know is that Namor does say that famous word, Imperious Rex, and I was like, when I heard that made me get a nerdgasm real quick. But no, I have not seen it yet. The last movie I did see was Black Adam. I did like it. Go watch my review. I talk about it and things like that. Damn, it really hit me hard when Jason David Frank passed away. You really don't know what some people are going through. Yeah, that's true. It's this it his death reminded me of Robin Williams. Robin Williams also committed suicide, and that hurt a lot. That hurt extra million. You guys have no idea how much that hurt to hear Robin Williams pass. It took me years to watch a movie of Robin Williams without crying, just breaking down and crying. I was just like, and I even never met the man. It was just like that's just how much he meant to me as an actor, as a performer. It was just and one day I remember one day it wasn't even just him live action. I tried to put on Aladdin one time, and once he came into as genie, waterworks, and I had to turn it off. I couldn't get. I was crying like I lost my mother. That's how bad I was crying. So yeah, it hurt. And Jason David Frank, my little cousin at Thanksgiving, she was watching Power Rangers, the old school Power Rangers. She was watching it on Netflix, um and I saw him. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh. I got a lot of friends that met Jason David Frank. Said he was a hell of a guy. You know, you, there's not a lot of people I know, or there's few people, celebrities that know that truly love their fans and dedicated to their fans. He was one of them. He was definitely one. So I can understand people's, I saw the tribute that Amy Jo Johnson did. Oh my God, that made me cry. I seen what um Johnny Young Bosch wrote, David Yosh wrote. I seen a lot of them. That special that's coming up soon. That's going to mean even more. You know. Uh, so here's a quick question: does El Dorado exist in Marvel or DC? I think it does exists in both. I think they do. They don't talk about it very much. If you were in the this is from Cyborg. If you were in the Marvel universe, what places you don't want to visit? If I was in the Marvel universe, which what places what places would I wouldn't want to visit? Probably Madripoor. That's probably much the one I would not want to go to, Madripoor, because that's just a haven for crime. There's no law there. You know, you know, it's just crazy. Madripoor, um, Savage Land. No, I would want to go to the Savage Land. I would love to go to like to see real dinosaurs and everything. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. The Who has the gore most gore? Who has the most gore movies? Terrifier or Hatchet? I'm gonna go Terrifier. I didn't really care for Hatchet. Uh, you've asked me this before, Quentin, and I said I don't really know. You've asked me that before. So how do you think Moon Knight would react towards all the various psychotic supervillains of Gotham City? Uh, I think he would act the same way he acts in the Marvel universe. It's like, okay, this is a place I can help. But his justice would be a lot different because, especially if depending on what era mark we talking about, where he was completely the avatar for Khonshu and did all that stuff, or now, but still, he would still it'd be the same way. Him and Batman would not get along. It'd be like, yo, look, you keep getting out, and you keep putting them back into this so-called asylum. But to me, it's funny. To me, Arkham is not an asylum. It's not a place for the mentally challenged and insane. No, it's a prison. It's a prison. Let's just call it what it is. It's a prison. And Arkham, they ain't really doing anything. These scientists or doctors in the know none of these people are going to change. None of them. None of them are going to change. The only one I could see that has somewhat changed is Harley. None of them else are really changing. It is true. Favorite Asian female character in comics? Does it count if I say a villain? Because Lady Shiva's right up there. I love Lady Shiva. That's a badass woman right there. I love me some Lady Shiva. Definitely don't. Have you gotten to play God of War Ragnarok? No, because I haven't even finished the original one. So I'm not going to touch it until I finish the original one. Uh, what what will uh Ida Ida who? Are we still on Our House? Like I don't know what she would think of Black Adam, and I don't think he would give two craps about her either. That's the thing. I don't think so. Mm, let me see. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Next up, have you seen Mister One Good Day video? No, I saw it, but I didn't watch it yet. Uh, so have you seen the teaser for the new Pixar movie coming out called The Elemental? Yeah, I have. I've seen that. Favorite German heroes. I think Nightcrawler is cool. I love Kurt Wagner. You know, I guess I could say I gotta support some of my fellow Germans because I was born there. But Kurt Wagner is definitely up there. Who else is what else hero is German? Uh, oh my god, I don't think there's a lot of German heroes. I really don't. I don't. Yeah, I'll just stick with Nightcrawler for now because I don't think there's a lot of German heroes. I can't. Moon Knight scene with mother was very sad. Oh yeah, that was right. All these Owl House questions. Oh, that's okay. Don't. That's all right. It's just people like Owl House. Uh, I like it. I'm just way behind on it. Uh, so have you seen the reaction to the? Yeah, I saw the trailer for the Legion of Superheroes movie. Um, these movies are now in the Tomorrowverse era of the movies. They're fine. It looked okay. Never been a big Legion of Superheroes fan. Even though I do have some of my favorites are on that team. I love Timberwolf, Karate Kid, Chameleon Boy, Saturn Girl, and Dawn Star. There's another Native American character. There you go, Dawn Star. So yeah, have you ever seen the movie Kill? um, yeah, I have. It's it's in my collection right over there. You can see it right there. Yeah, of course I have. You're asking me about movies. Just know. Somebody ring the. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Somebody just rang my bell. I got it. No, I got it. Sorry about that, guys. My uncle just came in the house, so uh, anyway, yeah. So yeah, I've watched Kill Bill. I like the movie. It's probably one of the few Quentin Tarantino movies that I do like. Um, Uma was great. Uh, I know people talk about maybe a third one. Wanting to see a third one where it's It's reversed. This time it's but Vivica's daughter going after Beatrice's kiddo. But then it's just like the cycle is just going to continue. It's like it's a revenge story and it's going to turn into a revenge story again. It's then, well, who knows? Then Beatrice's kid will go after her, and it's just like no. I don't think it needs a third movie. Deathstroke versus Shang-Chi. Who do you see Slade using his guns? Yeah, if he wants to, try to get a somewhat upper hand, Shang is just way too fast for that, and if need be, Shang would definitely it come down to hand. Yeah, Slade is in trouble. He- He's in some serious trouble. Um, do you watch that? Did you watch that '90s show trailer? No, I wasn't a big fan of the '70s show, so why would I watch it? No offense to anybody who did. Who is your favorite French hero? Wow, what's with all this international, but French hero? Uh, who is? Gee, no, that's British. Sorry. Well, can I cheat and say Gambit because Cajun is kind of they speak French, so I say, but nah, let's use somebody else. Um, there's not a lot of French heroes that I can think of either. A lot of them are villains. They're not heroes. There was a French hero on Justice League Europe. I'm forgetting her name though. Um, I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. Jesus, I can't. Uh, I think Grimlock should be the new Prime in the first Transformers. I think. Um. Well, again, the matrix of leadership. It Grimlock in the first Transformers movie in the original Grimlock back then, me Grimlock, he was a leader, but he wasn't a leader. You know, I could never see the Autobots following him in those movies. He wasn't that. I don't care for Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime because it was I to this day I hate Hot Rod. I hate that character because it's his goddamn fault why Optimus got killed or hurt. Stupid idiot. As a Black Native American myself, man, what's your favorite Black Native American character in media? Um, Charles from Red Dead, Red Dead Redemption 2. He's black and native. His mom was black and his no, his father was black, his mother was Native American. So yeah, that's definitely one. They did a good job with him too. They didn't make him just some back character. No, he was great in that game. So yeah, definitely gonna put that up there. I have a figure of the Dragonzord. I think you told me that before, Quentin. That's cool. Warhawk. What alternate history books would make a good movie or show adaptation? Uh, I, what books have I read that was like an alternate? I think they did one that I liked. Um, I think there was an alternate universe where uh, Kennedy never got shot, and it changed or there was another one. I think a book where I read where Dr. King never got shot, or he got shot but he survived and became president. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. The ones I kind of get tired of, Like for example, what's the game called? I have it too. Dang it, it's an alternate timeline where basically the Nazis won the war. They basically won, and they basically took it over. And it's got like Mecca and things. I forgot. I have it too. I Jesus, but I have it digital. It's on my PS4. I forgot the name of the damn game show movie or game. Um, but I kind of get tired of those. What if the Nazis won? I kind of get tired of those. I'm like, okay, enough of that. How about something where it's more of a positive? I like stuff like that. I can't think of anyone right now uh that I enjoy. Like I said, there are a few that I did enjoy, but I can't think of it right now. Um well it is a kind of an alternate, but it was based on a book and they actually turned to the movie. Like I like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I like that. I thought that was cool. Abraham Lincoln was a vampire hunter at one point and was friends with a vampire. That was cool. I actually like that. It was based off a book and turned into a movie. I would love to see them do the alternative one to that. There was another one. It's a comic series. It's called Harriet Tubman Demon Hunter, and it's Harriet Tubman as a demon hunter. I'd love that. That'd be cool. They did that. Will Michael Myers? Will Michael Myers be right? Wait, what? Will Michael Myers will be right here to Sinestro? What? I don't get it. What? Rewrite that, please. I'm not sure I understand the question. Who do you think was more of a monster, Kratos or Megatron from Transformers IDW? Uh, I would probably have to say Kratos. You know, I for a long after since God of War, the fourth game, I did not like Kratos after that. Once I played that first game, and then all the others, I was hating Kratos. I was like, I'm getting because a lot of that stuff, I'm like, this is starting to feel like it's your fault too. Like I can't root for him no more. I was like, until now with his son and his old man Kratos, older Kratos and wiser Kratos, I'm like, yeah, I like this Kratos. You know, so I would have to say Kratos. Yeah, found out about Gil. Yeah, when I was watching your reaction videos, I remember him from the '90s. Did you like him better on Walker or Matlock? Good question, Will Miser. I loved him on both. He was great. Um, you know, on Matlock, he was a cop in that too, a former cop from North Carolina, and because Matlock had a case out there in North Carolina, and then he came him and Ben became really good friends, and then he became Ben's private eye for him uh, after um after the hit Ben's first private eye left the show because the original person that was Ben's private eye, he got messed up because of drugs, and so they had to take him off the show. So I loved him on, but Walker, he was on. That's why he left Matlock to do Walker. He got to do Walker, and my only issue with him on Walker was there was a lot of episodes where they always threw a lot of shit at him. Like he was involved in a child shooting, and people were hating on him and this and that. It was a lot of stuff. Like the storytelling with Jimmy was just like, I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, can he catch a break? My dad used to always say, like, yo, Trebek can't fight for nothing. And I'm like, man, my brother Malcolm and I, we were like, Dad, Jimmy can handle his own. And he did. I mean, sure, he wasn't Walker, but he could fight. Um, my funniest thing about Jimmy also on Walker was while Walker carried that big I think it was a big 9 millimeter, or I think it was a Beretta Glock, or he carried this little clock Glock 99. I was like, yeah, that's ridiculous. You're a Texas Ranger, man. Like, but I did love. There were a lot of good episodes that focused on Jimmy and Walker more than him as Conrad in in Matlock. But I did like him in that. I liked him in both. He was great. But I remember him being Theo from Theo in Die Hard, Sundown in the original Top Gun, things like that. So yeah. Thoughts on the Grinch horror movie? I heard it. I haven't watched the trailer. I saw it, and I'm like, why not? I'm like, why not? I mean, I got no problem. Favorite Hispanic hero? Mine is Kyle Rayner. I love Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner. Yes, Kyle Rayner is Hispanic. He's half. His mother is Mexican. His father is Irish. So he's Hispanic Irish. Um, I love Kyle. He's my favorite Green Lantern, Kyle. And DC shits on that character so much. It's always, it's always, it's always Hal or John. Hal or John. It's like, okay, like get off of them. Like they're good, but Kyle is the torchbearer. He is the one that rebuilt the Lantern Corps when Hal went fucking crazy and killed nearly all of them. Yeah, he had parallax in him, but still he did it. Okay, Sean Franklin was good. Um, Work. We got a bot, dude. Yeah, I see it, and I see it. Don't mind the bot, everybody. Don't mind it. Don't pay no attention to the bot. Quentin, do you think should be who do you think should be the new prime in the first should have been the I still I s- and yes, I still have Hot Rod too. I don't who should have been the who should have been should have been turned to the leader. I mean, you could have went with Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus could have been it. He could have been the leader. The what? Top 5 Marvel martial artists who can beat Batman in a pure fight. Shang-Chi is right up there. Right up there. There you go. That's one right there. Um, I'll throw Cap in there. Cap is a martial artist. Cap knows. I'll throw Daredevil up there too. I throw Elektra and Iron Fist. Boom. There you go. Without using the Iron Fist, he could. Yeah, he beat him. Are you a fan of Spirit and Airborne from GI Joe? Yes, I am. I do love Spirit. I do love them. I guys go back, go through my, and you can find my top 20 Native American characters. I think you can find it. I did a whole list of those characters, so you can go check it out for yourself. Somebody said Wolfenstein. Thank you, Warbird. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get. Wolfenstein. Thank you. Let's see. Favorite outsider. Favorite member of the outsider. If we're excluding Black Lightning, Kitana. There you go. What DC characters do you see working for Roxxon? I don't know. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Just Roxxon is not even that big. It's even in the comics, they're not that big. They're not even really a big threat. They're just a corporation. It's ridiculous. I noticed you were wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt. Who portrayed Anansi better? Marvel DC. I get why he was made the 11th Spider-Man, but I love when he met Static. Oh, you talking about Anansi the the character that was made up for the Static cartoon? Yeah, because in the DC comics, Anansi is just the god, the spider god, the trickster, the you know, and he's always got his problems with Vixen. and Animal Man and people like that. I would say DC because they put more emphasis on him in that. Um, how far have you gotten in Red Dead, and what are your thoughts on it? I've already, if you already, I thought it was great. I was sad. I knew there were going to be some deaths, but I was glad to see that Charles didn't die. I was like, oh, great, Charles didn't die. Uh, did you enjoy Soraya's first match? I did. It was good. I was glad to see her. She took the bumps, and she was able to take bumps and be fine. You could see, Brie. You could see that was Britt helped her a lot, helped carry that match. But yeah, it was fine. But there was no way she was going there to lose her first match. There's no way. Um, who has the best console back in early 2000? PlayStation 2, the GameCube, or Dreamcast? Well, in this household, we have all three of those. I know a lot of people say PlayStation, but Dreamcast was great. Dreamcast had some great titles. GameCube was good too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's either a tie between. I still have my Dreamcast. It's in Malcolm's room. I keep it in Malcolm. I don't keep it in my room. I keep it in. It's in Malcolm's room. As you can see, you can probably see back there. There's the Spider-Man game for Dreamcast right there. It's up there. I like Kaiserreich is interesting. It's a game scenario where the Central Powers win World War One. Oh, interesting. Maybe I'll check that out. Survivor Series is good this year. Yes, it was. I did enjoy Survivor Series. Um, I particularly love the women's match. Which women's match? Because the Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey was not that good, and I don't blame it on Shotzi. And they both they just there's just it wasn't no clicking together. The War Games match was great. That was great. But I'm kind of done with Bianca dealing with Bailey because I don't know what Triple H is doing with them because they've just been on a constant losing streak. They're not a threatening faction. They're not. And last night on Raw, Becky Lynch, who returned, even said that, you did all this, but you lost. You lost all those matches. Yeah. It's funny. It's like I feel like Bianca's not dropping that belt anytime soon. I just watched the 90s show trailer, and all I can say is, why is this a thing? Like I said, for each its own. I never was really into that 70s show, and it wasn't. I just didn't pay no mind. What solo game? What solo? Do I want a solo game from Daredevil? Yes, of course I do. Funniest Godfrey moment from Jeffrey moment from Will Smith. Oh, from Fresh Prince of Bel Air for you. I don't think it was a funny moment. I just it was just I love I love the scene. I just love the episode where Jeffrey had a girlfriend. It was somebody that he cared, and she turned out to be rich, but she really liked him, and I really liked that. That was cool. So what fictional country in the Marvel universe would you actually like to live? There's not that many. There's not that many. If I was to name one, Wakanda would be definitely because they do allow people to you can go over there and but I would love to live in Wakanda. That'd be cool. Yeah, I would love that. But there's not a lot of fictional countries in the Marvel universe. A lot of the stuff is still based in reality. Latveria is fake. Genosha is fake. Uh, the Savage Land, Madripoor, people places like that, Wakanda. But other than that, it's mostly all real countries. You know, uh, should Marvel release all their classic beat 'em up games? Yeah, it depends because they're all over the place in terms of who owns them. Konami had the X Men, Sega had the Spider Man, Capcom had the the Punisher beat 'em up. Uh, uh, Data East has the old school Avengers game. You know, the one where they would fight and Quicksilver would come in and give you some energy, and they would say thanks Quicksilver, and then yeah, things like that. So yeah, you would have to. They would have to get the rights to all of them. It's different with the turtle, the Cowabunga collection. I'm looking at it right now. I have it. You know, they could do that because Konami owns it. That's fine. But yeah, with the other all the Marvel stuff, yeah, you gotta, you have to really figure that out. And I have a lot of those games, those old school Marvel beat 'em ups already, so it's fun. Uh Mark Howard, Iron Fist. Yeah, Iron Fist. Love Iron Fist. He's one of my top 10 favorite Marvel characters of all time. Um, Go check out my list. There's a list. I got a list. I think Batman would look at T'Challa and be like, "I can't take him." Yeah, I would have thrown T'Challa in there. But when you think pure martial artists, you're thinking of those characters I just mentioned. To a degree, like I said, Cap. But yeah, T'Challa would give. Yeah, Bruce would. It'd be similar to the standoff fight that Bruce and Cap had in JLA Avengers crossover, where they didn't even fight. I think they were having a mental fight. They were just staring at each other until Bruce said, "Okay, Avenger, like yeah, you would beat me. It would take a while, but you would beat me." It was like yeah, because Cap would beat him. Um, would you like to read a Starfire Soul series featuring Corey being captive by Mongo and she fights her way through War World? Uh, I wouldn't mind. I've Corey had a solo series. I read the Starfire. I mean, I wouldn't mind reading. I love Starfire, so I would read it. I would read it. Uh, could Baki the Grappler be a great Marvel character, and who would he face? Baki, yes, to a degree, yes, and more than likely, he would probably come into conflict a lot with the Hand. I could see the Hand going after Baki like that, big time. Um, the Hand, um, yeah, the Gorgon. Hell, maybe even Craven himself would try to kick him out. What do you love about Katana? Let's see. I'm a ninja samurai nut, so I love that alone. She is loyal, caring. That sword, the soul taker that she carries, that has her husband's soul in it. Like she she carries that with her everywhere. It's honorable. She has a lot of honor, and she is unlike a lot of DC characters. What makes like it's like saying, why do you like Batman so much, or somebody like that? Why do you like Batman? Because at the end of the day, it's like, well, there are characters like him. What's so special about him? Stuff like that. But with Kitana, she's just different. She's built different too. She's built just so different. Do you want an Outsiders movie? Only if it's done right, and right now I don't want to say anything about any DC movie or movie about DC right now because I haven't even done that list yet. Uh, of what movies I want under the James Gunn era for DC Studios. What are your thoughts on Arthur Morgan from Arthur was good, and I was sad when he died. I was like, fuck, man. Like you know, Chris, why is Doomsday so damn hard for Superman to beat that he nearly to beat he damn near solo the whole Justice League because he's somewhat Kryptonian, so you can understand that. But my problem with Doomsday is he's only he only has he's only famous for the death of Superman. Outside of that, nothing else. He's kind of like Onslaught. He's like after that, there's nothing else for him. It's just it is what it is. Um, let's see what's next. What are your thoughts on the new Caribbean Pirates of the Caribbean reboot? I'm not going to wash it. You Quentin, I hate to be a grammar hound. You said wash it. Uh, your spelling is getting a little write it slow down. You don't have to rush. It's because no Johnny Depp. I don't know what they're doing with this reboot because at first it was going to be Margot Robbie and then they dropped out of that. So I don't know what's true anymore. So by the way, I'm just coming in here. Why is uh because it is the last one. There you go. Thank you and stay safe. Happy holidays. Thank you very much. Melee sold me on GameCube. Melee was good. Melee is always good. I meant the women's war games. Okay, yeah, you got to say that because there was two women's matches in there. You got to say that. So how would the various gangs of run up from Black Lagoon react if Frank Castle showed up? Oh my God, it's hammer time. They know that, but Revy would love to work with Frank. Now, I want to work with that guy. Yeah, ouch, that'd be great. Depends on which Frank we're talking, because remember, Frank is with the hand now. Uh Iron Fist versus Justo. Do you see Danny using the power of the Iron Fist? Yeah, if he wanted to live, yes. Then just to show Deathstroke, Slade, like, okay, you want to feel my power? Okay, I'll show you the. Will Michael Myers be a good villain for Daredevil or Spider Man or Batman? Who do you think? None of them. More for Punisher. There you go. Bailey has become like a cartoon villain who never wins in the end. Kinda. Do you think we'll get more stuff from Japan in the MCU? I would hope to see they do incorporate more of the Japanese heroes and things like that. I want a new Green Lantern game, but the main character to be Kyle Rayner. Yeah, but a fat chance of that. Should Capcom release all their Marvel games? I would wish they did. I want to see a crossover between Spawn and Helsing. That'd be cool. I would like to see that. That'd be cool. I'm s- I'm surprised never use proton. I s- I surprised never use proton cannon MCU or comic for because it's not really real. That's just made up for the game. He doesn't use that's just made up for the game. Don't think of those moves in the Capcom fighting games as real in the comics. They're not real. They're just made up for the game. The biggest thing that Tony does is his unibeam when he just used that whole big beam comes out of his chest. That's it. Um, how would Batman fare if he went into the King of the Iron Fist tournament? He would do pretty good, depending on who he fights. But yeah, he would do pretty good. I think he'd get pretty far uh, until he met like Kazuya Jin, and they start adapting that devil gene. And yeah, okay, we're dead. If the Gargoyle movie ever gets made, same actor for Elisa. Elisa is that's you spelled her name wrong, but sorry. I got to stop being a grammar hound. Sally Richardson Whitfield was Elisa was made for that character because she is black and native. Sally Richardson is the same thing. And if you ever seen what she looks like, you'd be like, whoa, she looks just like, and she still look good to this day. It's ridiculous. She is beautiful. She's still. If you ever seen Posse, the movie Posse, she played a black native in that movie. She was, or if you ever seen uh Low Down Dirty Shame, his ex girl, that's her. So yeah, if they can't get her, then she should make a cameo in the movie. It would be great. Did you watch Record or watch? No, I have not. So how do you think Korra from Avatar would react towards Shira from the Netflix series? Be like, okay, she's nice, cool. Uh, to me, I understand people like that one and it's good. I do like it, but to me, Shira will always be the twin sister of He Man. I understand you want to make her her own character, and even in the old classic series, she was her own character. But Shira will always be He Man's sister, Princess Adora. Do you think the hand going after could go after Katana? Yes, for the sword, definitely. Favorite fighter in Keegan Ashura. That's tough because they all were good. That's tough. That's hard for me to pick. I'm looking forward to the next season. It's coming soon. I like to see Bronx journey in getting rid of the Grim Book. I like to see Bronx's journey in getting rid of the Grim Book. What Grim? You talking about the Grimorum? Who do you like more, John Marston or Arthur? I personally like Arthur a little bit more because he helped shape John into it. Yeah, I mean you could understand where John gets his kind of get his mannerism from. Yeah, Arthur did help him. I can't really. I mean, there were good things and there were bad things about both of them. So to me, they're kind of equal. Your thoughts on Shredder versus Batman? Was it better in the comics if they ever faced off? They faced in the comic in the crossover comic, and it was fine. It was good, But when they did the animated feature and see Bruce lose, I was like, yeah, he should have lost. He should have lost. I can't buy into this whole thing with Batman. Them saying that Batman knows every martial art known to man. I don't buy into that. That's not possible. And instead, he's mastered everyone. That's impossible. It's impossible. You know who? Let me see. What will Kyle Rayner think of Mark from Mark Grayson? I don't think he would be fine. But you want to see what Mark Grayson would think of the Marvel? Go read the crossover between him and Spider Man. He got to meet a couple of the Avengers. He got to meet the Captain America. He got to meet Wolverine. He got to meet Luke Cage, Iron Man, all of them. And yeah, he had some choice words for them, but it wasn't bad. It was just he was calling them by like he thought Captain America's name was Flag Man. It was funny. I was cracking up with that. It was like the one time Marvel crossed over with Image crossed over with Marvel. How would Deathstroke? Man, a lot of questions about Deathstroke. What's going on? How would react towards each of the variation Captain Americas? Steve Rogers, Bucky, Simon, John Walker, Bucky. You're forgetting one. You're forgetting a couple, but you're forgetting Isaiah Bradley. Uh, Out of all of them, Steve would definitely be the one he would be worried more about. Um, Steve and Bucky, to be exact. Those are the two he would really be worried. Yeah, he. I'm not saying he wouldn't take Sam seriously, but he and he would not take John seriously at all because he would easily know how to just. John is a hothead, and that's not just in the show in the his MCU counterpart, comics wise too. He's just a hothead, and he's a brawler. He's just no way. Justice League Zatanna is better than any Zatanna we've gotten so far. Changed my mind. I no character wise maybe, but not as no. Older Zatanna is far more powerful and more in control. Young Justice Zatanna is still she's still far from being where she needs to be. Character development maybe, but not strength wise. She's nowhere near it. Other than Daredevil, what Marvel characters would the League of Assassins go after the most? Wolverine, Elektra. I can see them going after Spider Man. Uh, Punisher, Iron Fist, Shang Chi, uh, Captain America, Shield in general. Uh, I throw Moon Knight up in there too. Yeah, there's a couple. They would go after a couple. What Lantern Corps Hihachi would join? Hihachi, Jesus Christ, definitely orange greed. He's definitely greedy. He'd definitely be there. He would not. No, nobody fears Hihachi really. So he would not be a yellow lantern. He would definitely be orange for sure, and maybe red lantern, rage. But outside of that, yeah, greed. Queen Marlena knowing Adam is He Man. Um, that's fine. I like that. That she knew that, and I think that was acknowledged in the classics series that I grew up. She knew. She always knew. She never told him. So it was fine. Chris, you should look up and react to Marvel's saddest fan arts. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to be crying. I already did a video today and I nearly cried. I was like, I can't be doing that too much. What lantern ring do you see getting? Two. Willpower, green, and blue, hope. And a little bit of red. Because I do have a little bit of a rage. Sometimes it comes and goes when things people are hurt, people that I care about get hurt, or things like that, or something's out of my power to fix. I get a little angry at it. Um, why does every woman Wolverine falls in love with dies? It's tragedy. He's a tragic hero. He's like a Ronin. Not it's just what it is. It's just well, he loves Jean. Jean ain't dead. She's alive. She's alive and well. So yeah, they're and remember, he's in a relationship with her, and she's still married to Scott. There's a poly relationship going on between them. Can't say that word for goddamn thing. Um, what characters from anime or video games Batman would take one look at and be like, I can't take him on or her? Yujiro Hanma. Yujiro Hanma would fuck Batman up. If you thought Bruce had a hard time fighting Bane when he first fought, he would Yujiro would be that would be right there. Yujiro Hama would fuck Bruce up. And it would be just unbalanced, right? I'm just gonna throw Yujiro right there because you don't need any more. Yujiro right there. That's it. He knows for a fact he couldn't beat him. Um, would Ryu make a good Green Lantern? Yeah, he would. I mean, like I said, willpower. A green ring would be coming to Ryu real quick. Blue, I could see too, and I could see him getting the white lantern because Ryu has all the emotions to a degree, so he would be on that same level as Kyle. Uh, Batman lives in a world where he works with and fights against aliens and gods. Maybe he's hidden. Maybe there's a hidden a room of time and spirit. I don't call it under that American name. I hate that hyperbolic chamber. No, no, it's the room of time and spirit. Get it right. I hate that. I'm not coming at you. They're just things about when they dubbed Dragon Ball here in the States, I just can't take. I will never call the race that Vegeta and Son Goku under Saiyans. I hate that name. I always say Saiyajins. Sounds way better. Even Nameks, Namekians is Namekians. I love that. It's just like sounds better. I can't take a lot of those. Just they don't sit right with me. In the somewhere only he can master. I don't buy it. It just doesn't feel right. Especially if Bruce is supposed to be in the comics, he's supposed to be what in his mid 40s. There's no way you would master every martial art and still look that no, it's just I can't. Any plans for your birthday next year, Chris? No, I don't know. Well, the biggest thing to do, that happens after my birthday, but the biggest thing for next year is I've already planned the conventions that I want to get to next year. I've already been planning them. The first one I want to do is um, C2, C2E2, the big convention in Chicago. I want to go back to Chicago where I can actually be in the city of Chicago and uh not stuck at the airport. Because I last time I was in Chicago, I was stuck over there for a layover because I got laid over in Chicago. I couldn't leave the airport. It was just sucked. And I always wanted to go to Chicago, and I've always wanted to try, all the famous cuisine. Of course, your deep dish. Your deep dish pizza. Yes, I'm from New York. I still always like my crust thin. I like to fold it, but I do want to try deep dish pizza just to see. I want to try it. Um, but yeah, and Chicago Italian beef and all that stuff is just making my mouth water. Got to stop. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We moving on. All right. I probably get a red lantern because I have a lot of righteous rage. Well, it's not really righteous when it comes to red lanterns. They just rage. They hate. It's just hate. It's not it's not righteous. It's hate. Every one of those people on the red lanterns, there was something wrong with them. Um yes, Thog was a complete mon until somebody came and beat him. I would love to see a Marvel what if story where what if Isaiah Bradley was officially sanctioned as Captain America? Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that'd be cool. But he gets his respect. He does get his respect by everybody. Bucky comes to see him all the time. You know, the all the black heroes definitely give him love and respect. Even Black Panther. Black Panther, he was one of the few heroes to be invited to Storm and Black Panther's wedding. Isaiah Bradley. He was one of the few. There was not a lot of heroes were invited. He was. That just shows the respect Black Panther had for him. Can't wait to see him back because he's going to be in the next Captain America. So that's going to be great. It makes me wonder if he may die in that movie and or they may kidnap Eli. He gets injured and Isaiah has to give Eli a blood transfusion, and there you go, and there we got our patriot. That'd be cool. Do you happen to know any polymorous people, people in three relationships with multiple people? No, I don't. I really don't. No, I don't. Without If you mean like they know about each other, no. But I know people that cheated and with other yeah, and that's different. Uh what will Bane think of Yujiro Hama? You mean what would Yujiro think of Bane? Yujiro would think he's a loser. Yujiro would hate Bane because Bane would remind him of Jack Hama, uh, his son, his other son, uh, Jack Hanma, who juices up. That's all he's gonna look at Bane. He's like, yeah, you're not natural. You use chemicals to give you your strength and everything like that. And the fact is, Bane doesn't really need the venom because he's already a big dude. But they made him rely on that. I loved when Gail was writing him. Gail Simone, when she was writing Bane, she made Bane so better. He became more than just the man who broke the bat. He became under Secret Six. He was great. I loved him, and he was off the juice. He got off of it. What would happen if Omni-Man, if he kills one of Superman's best friends? What will you think would happen? It depends. Uh, Superman has, well, there's Jimmy, there's Lois. You know, he ain't Omni Man ain't really fucking with some. The thing about look, Omni Man is powerful, but he's not as powerful as a lot of those DC heroes, and especially Superman. Superman would fuck Omni Man up. Voldemites are not that powerful. They're not compared to Kryptonians. They ain't nowhere near. And we already saw that he can be hurt. If you read the comics, it goes more depth. Like, yeah, they can be hurt. They are vulnerable. They're not godlike like Kryptonians when they absorb yellow sunlight. Kryptonians, when they get that yellow sun, they're basically modern gods. You know, what can hurt them outside of magic and pieces of their dead planet? Uh What are your thoughts on Gohan and Piccolo being the main focus in the newest? That was fine. It was fine. I saw it. I liked it. It was. I wasn't really feeling the animation style, but it was fine. But again, a little too late to give Piccolo some kind of power up. He should have already had that long time ago. Um, Gohan, you Toriyama saying Gohan now is the most powerful. Yeah, but for how long? We all know it's like nobody is ever going to top Goku's grind and hustle to be the strongest. He's always going to push himself to break another ceiling until this guy is like a god or an omnipresence. So Gohan may claim it for now, but it's like, but for how long? And you hear talk about, and I hear people always talk about, well, Vegeta's powerful to him now and everything like that. But it's just like, who pushed Vegeta to get that? The lower ranking Saiyajin. If it wasn't for Goku, Vegeta wouldn't be where he is now. And nobody can deny that. Nobody. Uh um where we at? Do you see Disney having a shared universe with most of their characters? When it comes to like DuckTales and Chip and Dale, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, yes, they do. Did you read Bleach Thousand Blood Arc? No, and I have not started to watch the anime yet, but I am. It's on Hulu. I haven't watched it yet. Uh, Black Adam versus Thog. Would Who is the last man standing? Black Adam. Thog is powerful, but he got beat. He did get beat and badly. So yeah. See, most of you guys are just watching it from the animated series, and that's great. Don't get me wrong, but read the comic and you'll see he does get beat. Black Adam would kill him. How would Rambo fare in Terminator Universe? Mentor to John? I think Rambo would be fine. He'd be fine. Would he mentor? Yeah, he could. He could, but John, we all know John becomes the great leader that stops the war. So yeah. What would you like to see? Would you like to see a Disney animated movie set in Japan? Yeah. Hey Nathan, what will Titans think of Baki? Uh, I can't really see them mixing it up with Baki. Not really. I can't. I really don't see that. That's just a crossover I don't see. Mm, not at all. Hold on. Uh, let's reload this thing. I can't. All right, there we go. Now I'm getting the question. Okay. How would you book a Bret Hart versus Angle feud? Ooh, that is a good question because that's a match I would love to have seen, but unfortunately never. Um, it would if it was Bret in his prime and Kurt in his prime. It would start mainly for me. It would probably start with, basically Angle coming out because Bret's gonna definitely be the bay face. Angle will be the heel, and Angle will be going. I'm the best damn technical wrestler there is. I'm the best. Ain't nobody can stop me, and I can see Bret coming back. You kind of pull the whole Bret came back after so many years. He's back and he's ready. If definitely, especially if he came back before he went to WCW, like he went to WCW for a while, but he left because he was like, I'm done with this crap. Because WCW did not know how to book Bret Hart. Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler. I love Bret Hart, and I got to meet him. He gave me his glasses back in the early '90s, and then my dad broke them, stepped on them when I was a kid. So yeah, but it would be something like that. Brett comes back and you know, I have it where the match starts and the first match goes. Brett wins, taps Angle out, sharpshooter and all. But Angle is so pissed at it, like most of his matches go. Angle sucker shots Brett, tries to injure him, and then we get a best out of seven match between them. And what the hell? My phone. Okay. Then we get a best out of seven match with them. And that's how I would do it. That's how the feud would go. It would start from there and it would build up to a best of seven match. Uh Blue Guardian, favorite cartoons of the 80s. Bruh, 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 come on. You come with these questions. You come with that question. Are you crazy? No, I'm messing with you. Oh my god. These are cartoons I still watch to this day. I break them out of my collection and I pop it in. But He Man's up there. Thundercats. There ain't never been a better Thundercats cartoon than the 80s. Fight me on that one. Ain't none of them better. None of them. You put that you say, oh yeah, but that the 2011 remake was better. Get out of here. Uh And then that joke that they did, that's disrespectful to me. But real Ghostbusters, loved GI Joe, Transformers. Um, I was a big Inspector Gadget fan. uh, uh, DuckTales, DuckTales was an '80s cartoon, wasn't a '90s cartoon. It was the '80s. Started in the '80s. A lot of those early cartoons started in the '80s. Um, what else can I throw? Did I say Transformers? I better say Transformers. So yeah, those Ninja Turtles. Got to throw turtles up in there. So yeah, there's a bunch that I loved. There's so many. Brave Star, Brave Star, Brave Star. Brave Star, Brave Star. Eyes of the bear, eyes of the eagle, the strength of the bear. Oh my god, that shit was great. Brave Star is an underrated cartoon, and I believe it was Filmation's last cartoon that they did. But I loved it. It was like space meets western. They on this planet called New Texas. Brave Star was a Native American, but he was a marshal, and he fought. I forgot the villain's name, but his partner was a horse that can morph into like an anamorphic horse, and he called 3030. And 3030 had this huge shotgun. He pulled out, and boom, he boom. It's great. And Brave Star also tapped into a lot of like he had the strength of the bear. He would summon the bear spirit. He's like, strength of the bear. And you see the bear spirit come out and he's super strong, or he can have the eyes of the hawk and he could just see real good, or the speed of the puma. I would kill for a real remake of that. That would be great. That would, oh my God, I would love that. I would love a remake of Brave Star. Um, yes. Who is the drinking contest? Who are in who were who wins in the drinking? Oh, who wins? Quentin's you got to spell right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. Don't be a grammar hunt. Stop being that. Peter Griffin or Homer? Homer. Chippendale Rescuing movie is set in a shared universe. Does that count? Kinda. It does. It counts. It was good. And I actually liked that movie. That was a really fun movie. What was your reaction when it was revealed how and why Mr. Freeze became the way he is now? Are we talking about in the animated series? That was great. Heart of Ice is one of my favorite Batman animated uh, episodes. I love that. Would Baki join the Defenders street level? No, because Baki's not. That's not what he's fighting for. Baki fights to beat his father. That's it. That's what he fights for. His to get stronger so he can beat his father, and he did, and he did beat Yujiro. Did you like Ecto Cooler? Hell yeah, Warhawk. I loved Ecto Cooler. I loved that when they brought it back for a short while. As soon as I saw that, I bought that real quick. I was like, still tastes the same. I was like, I remember back in the day. This is a fun story right here. I remember back in the day when Ecto Cooler was hot when I was in elementary school. And if any kid pulled that out of their lunchbox, every kid in the cafeteria was like, hey, can I have it? I'll trade you. I remember I had Ecto Cooler and everybody saw me have it and they were like, Chris, can I have it? I'll trade you I'll trade you my gummy bears for it. And I was like, no. I remember there was one kid, he was a friend of mine, his name was Justin. He always have these like just crazy lunches. Like it almost felt like his mother was always cooking like mint cuisine meals for him. And he was like, here, I'll trade you my shrimp parmesan. And I'm like, and I love shrimp, don't be wrong, but I was like, no. I never traded my Ecto Cooler with anybody. Never. I was never. If people were like, I'll trade you this high C fruit punch high C for Ecto Cooler, I was like, please. I remember so many people wanted me to, and I never traded. I would never trade it. Could never trade Ecto Cooler. It was Ecto Cooler was my favorite IC of all. Would what Lantern Core Yujiro would he wouldn't join any core. Yujiro's not joining any core because he doesn't need it. If Yujiro had was offered a ring, he'd break that ring because that would look to him that's weakness. That's weak. He's strong without that. He doesn't need that ring. He would break it. If someone came, you're Jiro Hanma, you have been chosen, you are chosen, you show great rage or whatever, he would break it and probably break it in front of Atrocitus, like, get out of here. Like, I don't need this. You're weak. That's how he is. That's like somebody asked me that too about Akuma. Akuma would break that. He does not like weapons. The ring is a weapon to him. He would break that. Go look at all his dialogue when he fights characters in the Street Fighter universe with weapons. He hates it. He hates people with weapons because he feels they're weak. What they need those weapons to be good. He never discredits Ryu's strength because he knows Ryu's going to continue to get stronger. But he never discredit even his own brother. He doesn't discredit him. It's just he does not like weapons. That was pretty good, but I could see Brett being a heel and nah. See, I don't want that. If Brett's coming in, he's gonna be he's the face all the way. I know there's a lot of people that like heel Brett. If he stayed, if Kurt came in '97, maybe I could see that. But for me, I would want Brett the heel, the Brett the face, because he's a great face. Angle as the heel because he loves playing the heel. I never watched Thundercats Raw. Don't. You don't because it's crap. I didn't even watch it. Once I saw that trailer for it, I was like, what is this shit? This ain't funny. This is bullshit. This is crap. Like, it's a joke. I can't believe they allowed him to make that people to make that. That's disgusting. It's like, why are you shitting on the Thundercats? Ridiculous. Uh what Marvel characters do you see Darkseid going after? The Marvel universe in general, it doesn't matter who it is. He would just be a threat to them, to the Marvel universe in general. Brave Star. Brave Star was such a good card. Yeah, it went there. It went there in that anti-drug episode. Actually showed the boy's body. I still remember the boy. Yeah, I remember that episode. See, see. No matter what, understand. Understand. Like cartoons of the '80s, they were good on their own, but they also were they were kids. There were a lot. We watched a lot of those cartoons because they also gave lessons at the end, which I loved. I like that stuff. I like that. I'm a big believer in like cartoons showing episodes where you know, or even comics where they show the dangers of drug use or something like that. I love that. That's why I love a lot of the '70s the '70s comics. Like there's I forget what issue Spider-Man where Harry was high off of drugs. He got hooked on heroin and he almost jumped off the roof and Peter had to save him. There was the time when Speedy got hooked in on heroin and Ollie had to get him to rehab and stuff. I love that stuff. Not saying that cartoons they can't do that because then people look at it, oh, they're being preachy, but no, it's you want people to watch it, but you also want to tell good stories. And the '80s cartoons did that. They did that a lot. That's why they're so highly recognized today. From the '80s to the '90s, that's why they're still recognized. That's why there's never going to be eras like them. There's never going to be an era like the '80s cartoons. There's never going to be an era like the '90s cartoon. It's never going to be one. Cartoons now they come and go. It's there's only a handful of cartoons now, like current cartoons that I watch. It's just how it is. Um, what will Samurai Jack think of you? Again, once again. I just said it. Like it don't matter. He he Yujiro, Jack would be maybe terrified of Yujiro, even with the sword. Good acres. Hey, what are your thoughts on Harry Sheeter no longer voicing Dr. Julius uh Hebert? I don't know. I didn't hear that. Oh. Speaking of the Simpsons, did you see their Death Note segment? It was good. I don't watch the Simpsons like I used to. I really don't. Harry Shetter no longer. Oh, I don't. I gotta look that up. Favorite Capcom character? Well, there's one right there. There's one. There's one. Mega Man, the original Blue Bomber. Yeah, Mega Man, Rockman. You want to name him? Yeah, that's one right there. Uh, I'm just gonna use him for now. I would say I definitely would say Ryu, but we'll just stick with Mega for now. Put some respect on his name. Uh, did you see that the trailer for the? I didn't watch it yet, Nathan. I saw it. I haven't watched it, but I'm just like, why not? Why not? They're gonna do a horror Peter Pan next. That's the problem when you have things that are public domain. You could do anything you want. By the way, Chris, I watched all the season of Cobra Kai. It was awesome, and I was pumped for season. Yeah, Cobra Kai was great. Yeah, good stuff. I don't really watch a lot of anime. Is there a problem? Is there a problem with that? No. Why would there be a problem with that? I know some people that don't watch anime. Uh the only problem I have with it is if somebody says I don't get the hype or I don't understand it, what makes it so better than just normal cartoons, then I'll say something like why it's got to have so many episodes. And I can kind of agree with that sometimes, but I like that. That's a challenge. The challenge for me to say I have watched almost over 900 episodes of Detective Conan, which I have, you know, which I have. I continue, and he's, okay. It's like for anybody out there who continues to watch Pokemon. You've watched Pokemon from day one up until now. It's still Ash, being still young, ain't grow a damn inch. He ain't grow. That boy, he's still 10 years old. That boy should be in his damn 20s, still trying to be a master. And yeah, they made a big deal that he won the master tournament and everything like that. But it's like it took him long enough. I never understood why they did not Ash or Satoshi, because that's what he's called. He's named after the creator. Why it took him so long. Like I never. What bothers me about Ash or Pokemon in general, there's no progression. There's always degression especially with Ash. No other character, but Ash all the way. Him, excuse me, it's always degression. It's like he he wins one season, then the next season come, it's like he forgets all what he learned in that previous season. I remember watching one day, and it's like I remember they told the same goddamn story over again in a first they did it in the original season. Then they did it again in I forget what season, but Pikachu loses to a Raichu. And I'm like, Ash, like, are you kidding me? You beat Raichu before with Pikachu. Why are you having such a hard time now? And then it sets in again. Maybe I should take a thunderstorm and change. It's like motherfucker, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it. Why you even bothering with that? It bothers me so much. He sees he's fighting a Pokemon that maybe he's never seen. He's like, okay, what's that? Pokedex, boop. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, and soon as the Pokedex says it's a water type, hey Ash, you supposed to be this great trainer and master, right? You should know what water types weaknesses are. It don't, and he don't get it, and it's ridiculous. That's why I stopped watching it. For anybody who continue to watch it, more power to you. I don't hate you for that. More power to you. But I was getting tired of it because there was no regret. It was no, he wouldn't evolve. It was like he would devolve every season. It was just like, is this the same character or not? It was ridiculous. I could not take that. I was like, this can't. I can't with this guy. This it. Who should voice Gunslinger Spawn? If they do an animated Gunslinger Spawn, uh, well, Gunslinger Spawn is Hispanic. He is somewhat Hispanic, so I would go with the Hispanic actor to play him. Actually, um, thoughts on Mike Hagar? Hagar's cool. He's not my favorite from the final fight. I'm more of a guy. Like I said, I'm a nut for ninjas, and Guy's basically a ninja. I like Cody, but I don't like Jailbird Cody. I didn't know why they did that. I hated when they did that to him. I was like, what the hell? Uh oh, okay. Harry Sheeter got replaced by Kevin Michael Richardson last year after 30 years doing the voice of who again? Who did he voice? Julius. He said Julius. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't watch I don't watch Simpsons like that. I really don't. I forgot Dr. Julius. Um that's okay. Kevin Michael Richardson's got years of talent. I'm not hating on it. Kevin Michael Richardson's a great voice actor. He's been doing that for years. Yeah, I ain't gonna hate on it. Do you see Iron Man and Lex Luger being business role? Absolutely. Um, I don't watch anime. I don't have a problem with anyone who does. That's fine. Could the Death Note kill Jason Spawn? No. What Gundam series has the best music? Oh, that's tough because I love Gundam's music, the scores and all of them. They're beautiful. They're all good. Um, like you name one, I love the music. Matter of fact, I was just listening to music from Gundam 0083. Even just the opening, I was just hearing that. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh my god, this is great. Like you name it, G Gundam Fighter had gorgeous music. I love that music. Favorite NFL theme: NBC, CBS, Fox, or NFL? I don't know. I think I just my favorite is. I think that's Fox. That's fine. Uh, Nor do I. I'm no Simpsons buff. I only found out myself. Oh, okay, yeah. Like I said, I stopped watching Simpsons like maybe late '90s, early 2000s. I'll come back, or I'll ask somebody who's constantly watching, like, what's going on in the Simpsons. They're another one, like, but at least we saw what Lisa or Bart would look like if they got older. It's like at least they show episode where future episode where they're older and or Lisa's older and Bart's older and even Maggie still mute but still older. I'm like, yeah, at least they show that. Like Ash, my God, all the other characters that he's rolled with, they showed it in that last episode where he won. All the other characters grown, nearly all grown. um Brock looked like a grown ass man. Misty grown. I'm like, and he's still young. What the like? What is he like? That bothers me. That bothers me so much. Nobody has no idea how much that bothers me. I'm not even joking about that. I'm dead serious about that. I have y'all have no clue how much that bothers me. Like this kid he's still young after all this time. You go back how long Pokemon has been out since that anime started, which was like 99 up until 9. It's like, come on, man. Like, grow, damn it. um, um, I want to see this crossover uh Ninja Turtles and Spawn. I don't see them crossing over. I wouldn't understand why. Why would they cross over? That's a crossover that would make no sense to me. No offense, but it just would make no sense. I just couldn't see that. Like now, Spawn now Ninja Turtles and Daredevil. Yeah, but oh, I can't. Like if we're gonna cross over Spawn with somebody, there's one out. I would love to see Spawn crossover with Superman actually, because he's crossed over with Batman. But I would love to see him meet up with Superman, Bruce's good friend. Like, okay, how would you feel about that? But I still feel that Spawn would give him a run because Spawn is somewhat magic, and that's still necro power. That would hurt Superman. What image character? What image character Dwayne Johnson? What should he play? Who should he play as in Image? Hmm. I don't see him playing anybody in Image. I can't. Black Adam was perfect because he was. We've been fan casting him for Black Adam for years. Uh, if they made him Namor, oh my God, he would be terrifying. Could you imagine him coming out of the water? Like, yeah, if he was Namor, I wouldn't mind. I would have been like, yep, okay, yep. What what Batgirls would Bullseye take seriously the most? Cassandra Cain. Fighting wise, Cassandra Cain. In my opinion, Simpsons started getting stale around the late '90s, early 2000s. That's kind of where I feel too. It's where it kind of felt for me. I was just like, I still like it. I admire that it's still going on, but I think it's time to end it. It's had a good run, but the reason why it keeps going is because those numbers. It gets crazy numbers. Rating wise, it gets crazy ratings. Uh, of what DC villains going after Shang-Chi? Lady Shiva. She would want to fight him so badly. She would want to fight Lady Shiva would go after him with the utmost out of just curiosity, probably respect of his fighting prowess, and she would want to beat him. See if yeah, she would she'd go after. Who your favorite Shikigami captain from Bleach? Who's my favorite? Um, my favorite captains. Uh, who is my favorite? Mm, There's oh Jesus. Who is it? Um, See, now I gotta think. I really gotta think. Oh shoot. Uh, oh my God, I'm can't. Jeez. I'm gonna hold. I said no. I want to get it because I do have a favorite captain. Uh, I do have a favorite captain. I do have a favorite captain. I do have a favorite captain. Jesus. Oh, Toshiro Higiyari. I love him. With the ice, I love him. He's my favorite. Yes, there we go. He's my favorite. He is definitely my favorite. Man, that was I'm going down the list in my mind like all the 13 captains go. That's it. Do you watch? Do I watch? Do I? Okay, don't be a grammar hound. Stop. 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 Do I watch Superhero Beatdown? No, I don't watch that no more. I do not like. I don't watch Bat in the Sun anymore. I don't watch them. I can't watch them because they're biased. They're so biased. They're so biased with DC over Marvel. Anytime they do a DC character versus Marvel, the Marvel character, you best believe the Marvel character is the villain. And it pisses me off. I'm like, why? Why? Makes no goddamn sense. Until it's just like, yeah, I even called them out. I said, do you guys got a problem with Marvel? Like, you are so biased. I literally said that to them once. They never responded, but I feel they do. They are so biased. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how biased they are. Yep, couldn't agree more. Simpsons, yeah. What will Spawn think of Raven? Uh, hmm, Depends on what kind of mood Al is in, but I think Al would be like, he doesn't blame her, but he does say, you better do something about your father. You know, other than Lex Luthor, what DC villains would go after the Fantastic Four? Grodd, Grodd, Grodd. Um, yeah, Grodd. Um, I can see, yeah, I can see Black Adam gonna having a problem with them. Yeah, there's a couple of people. Um, Let me see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What's the next question? Like I said, um, where was I? Oh, Caroline. Oh, does having a healing factor hurt? Yeah, I mean, it depends on like For Wolverine, yeah, it hurts. It still he still feels everything. It's not like he talks about. I love when Wolverine talks about in comics that people think that I have a healing factor, that getting shot, getting stabbed doesn't hurt. It hurts like hell. And he says it all the time. Like when he gets shot and he's like, I'm gonna be shitting out bullets now. It's like, yeah, it still hurts, but you're healing, that's different. But it depends on your pain receptors. You feel pain, yeah, you're still gonna feel it. It still hurts. It's just like there's some villains that people characters that can turn off their pain receptors and they don't feel pain. So that's scary. Midnighter is like that. Midnighter, Apollo's husband, he could turn off his pain receptors, and so he don't feel pain. Uh, will spawn will spawn with joy. What? Oh, okay. Quentin. Um, your spelling is really hurting me reading your questions. Slow down, brother. Slow down and write carefully, because you're writing. It's really concerning me. It's like, dude, I'm just will spawn is you should have wrote would spawn. What would it's would spawn join? Who would spawn join with? The Midnight Suns or Justice League Dark? The answer is none of them. Spawn is not a team player. He's not a team player. He doesn't join anybody. He's not a team player. Everything is on his own. Just slow it down, man. Like, write your questions out. You don't have to rush. We're still going to be here for 10 more minutes. Slow down. Please slow down. I'm trying not to be a grammar hound. I really do. I don't like bad grammar. That really bothers me. Like, slow it down. Slow down. Slow down. Blue Guardian, would you like a Captain Atom movie? Hmm, that would be interesting. A Captain Atom movie. I do like Captain Atom. He is interesting. It's interesting because he's a being of solid energy. There's nothing about him that's flesh. He's not flesh and blood anymore. That what you see, that's a suit. You know, underneath is just energy. He's living energy. That is like a casing that keeps him from exploding in a sense. That would be really interesting to do. I would not mind a Captain Atom movie for this year. Well, uh I know a lot of people don't care about it, but I am interested in the Midnight Suns game. The that horror game that's about to come out, called something Protocol. That I'm looking for that. A lot of stuff. That's it. After that, like, I'm waiting to next year. All this stuff. Did you like the new Saints Row? I rented the new Saints Row. I'm a member of GameFly, so I do rent games from GameFly. I love GameFly. GameFly is cool, you know, because I'm with it where I can guarantee I'll get that game if I wanted it. Um, I sent it back already. I sent it back because I wasn't. I stopped playing it after a while. That just showed like it was okay, but nothing's gonna beat the originals. And that's where I felt like maybe they shouldn't have. They should have just continued. They could have done. They could have said like, well, the last Saints Row they did, it wasn't canon, or they could have done like, okay, this is a different Saints team that's a member of the original Saints that branched off or something like that. It just rebooting it didn't feel right. I was like, I'm not really feeling this too much. What would Constantine 2 be about? I don't know, but I'm interested in seeing what it is. I mean, you know, uh, Keanu's coming back to play it. He was always said. Caroline, how do you think it feels to cross over game? Oh, no, no, I'm reading the wrong thing. How do you think it feels to shapeshift from for most characters? Probably weird, because you're changing your bone structure to match that person. That is a good question. I wonder what that feels like shape shifting, like Mystique does it, or Martian Manhunter could do it. Like it's like that constant shaping of the body. Like what does that feel like? That is an excellent question. I like that. I feel like your bones are changing. Everything about you is changing to match what it looks like. Yeah, that is a good question. I like that question. Franklin. No, Sean Franklin. You think Batman and Superman crossover game? Do you think? What do I think? Do I think about it? No, yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting. Do you think people? This is Travis. Do you think people are getting tired? Getting tired? Movies trying force a message. A message of what? Because I don't mind it if they're trying to sell something about it. No, don't. Especially if it's needed. No. I mean, can shape shifting hurt until you get used to it? I don't know. Like just this is weird. It's just uh how how you feel if Michael Bay. No, I don't want Bay near any damn superhero movie. Keep his ass away. I don't not even Lobo. Keep him away. I don't know. I don't care about shipping it taking away from most important elements in a story. Do you miss video rental stores? Yeah, I miss blockbusters. Well, not really. Well, yeah, I miss Block Hollywood videos, all these other rental places I had. Yeah, I do miss them at time. I know there's a still uh functioning blockbusters. I think it's in Alaska. It's the last functioning uh blockbusters in the United States. It's crazy. I want to see Spawn and Black Adam and Smash Bros. that yeah, we'll see about that. Um, do you think do you think the reason why Lex would go after Fantastic Four mainly because he would be jealous of Reed Rich? You damn right. You damn right. The fact if Reed is considered the most smartest in the Marvel universe, and if Lex was in the Marvel universe, you damn right he would be paying second fiddle, like third string to Vader to Doctor Doom. Like, you get out of here. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in forgiveness, but I still get angry. It angers me about it angers forgiveness, but I still have anger in me. How about you? Everybody has anger. Everybody has all emotions. That's not going to change. The last Block Brothers uh is in Bent, Oregon. Really? There's one in Alaska too. Do you still have DVDs? Do I still have DVDs? What is that? Look behind you. Look behind me. Those are DVDs. My Blu-rays are somewhere else. And do you watch Angry Video Game Nerds? Sometimes. Don't watch them all the time. I miss video game rental shops terribly. Lex Lu- Lex Luthor is a petty man. You damn right he is. He's petty. If it's not him, he feels like, yeah, it's me. I'm the boss. Yeah, get out of here. Mm. Let's see. All right. Trying to find these. Let's do one more. One more reload to see the questions because we're about to end it in just a minute. So, last questions. All right, here we go. Last questions. I mean, I think Spawn would be great, and I know what you meant. I know what you meant. At least libraries are still around. Libraries are always going to be around. That's never going to change. I also still have VHSs, but I put them in boxes in my car. I have VHS. I have videotapes that I taped millions of cartoons on. This in my that door right there. That's a closet. That's my closet. Yeah, I have them there. What do you expect from the Raiders this season? They've been overrated trash. Hey, okay, you better relax, Nathan. Yeah, they've not been doing good. They won last night. They won. They beat the Seahawks. They beat their rivals, but it's still a little too late for them to come back. This was just not a good season for them. But no matter what, I'm a Raiders fan for life, always be. I don't jump ship to a team just because they're winning. And you see a lot of people doing that. They jump to another team like, oh yeah, well my team, oh yeah, and then when they do that, I always they say yeah I'm a such and such fan all for my life, and I say oh yeah, how long you been a fan of that? And I'll catch them in a lie, and I'm like you only jumping to them because your team is losing. I had a cousin like that. I was like ridiculous. All right. All right, here we go. We got last five questions. We got last one is from Blue Guardian. Will you do more worse videos? Absolutely, I will do more. I will do more. I've actually got requested from my Patreon to do a part two, the worst Marvel movies in in history. So I'm like, yeah, there's still more. I got a more. So it'll be like I did 10. I'll do another 10. There you go. So yeah, I will do that. Skyham, would Doctor Doom still would Doctor Doom straight up kill Luthor? Yep. Um, do you have any old Disney movies on VHS? I got plenty. Yeah, I'm looking at Lion King right now. It's over there. It's right beneath me. Yes. So yeah, I do. I do have some. Do you happen? So what happened after YouTube Rumble? I don't know. I am a I am a Commanders fan for life myself. Yeah, I keep forgetting they changed it Washington. So yeah, that name's still got to get used to. All right. Favorite martial artist weapon? Nunchucks. Love them because I know how to use nunchucks, bow staff. I know how to use all the weapons that I trained and to use all the weapons that the Ninja Turtles know how to use, so I can use that. David Xanatos as a villain. He was a good villain. I hated when they turned him good. He was a good villain. I've been trying to get a working VHS player to fit my VHS converter for now. Yeah, I have a VHS. It's in my closet over there. I just need it. Got to see if it still works. But yeah, I thought you said Death Battle was biased. No, it's not Death. Death Battle is just stupid because they don't keep their knowledge right. They take they don't they it's ridiculous. No, they ain't biased. It's also Bat in the Sun is called Bat in the Sun. Yeah, Bat in the Sun. You just say it fast. It's called Bat in the Sun. I just go logo has been modified about you're not wrong though. Yeah, they don't. Are you a Digimon fan? Hell yes. I love Digimon more than Pokemon. That is evolution. You see how that show went? They the characters evolved. They got older. They got better. Yes, I am. I brought a VHS Blu-ray. It's awesome. Great. I need to get one. I need to get a because I got to get some conversion wires. So I want to because my smart TV doesn't. I want to see if my VCR still works. I want to see if it works. So any plans for Christmas season? Don't know. We'll find out. And with that being said, guys, we are gonna end it right here. I want to thank everybody for coming out for the final Q&A of all. This is the last one. I am done. We're not doing this ever again. So I'm sorry, but it's over. No, I'm just messing with you. No, this is the end of November, and I'll be back again for December. I will let you guys know when we will be doing these again. So look, keep the bell up and the community feed up, like because I do post stuff on the community feed, so people will know what's going on. Once again, I want to give a shout out and condolences to Clarence Gilliard's family. Rest in peace, Clarence Gilliard. You were loved and you're going to be missed. And now, every time I watch Walker, Texas Ranger, and I see Trevette, I'm probably going to shed a tear. But he will be missed, but he will always be remembered. Legends never die. But other than that, guys, you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. As always, deuces.